Alright guys, hello. Can't be here with you this lesson on Tuesday, so I'll just leave a quick video here for some instructions of what we're doing. So today we want you guys to be working on 14C and D, mainly using the graphics calculators to do some matrix operations. You can do some 14C by hand. I do want you to practice some of these, and I'll show you both methods again. Alright, so here we go. So far here we've got this matrix here. I've made up A, B, C, D, E, F. You've got your row and column matrix. The row matrix is a 1 by 3 matrix, right? One row, 3 columns. And the column matrix is 3 rows and 1 column, so we call that a column matrix. So this is a 3 by 1 matrix. Now before anything happens, if you've got the multiplication sign, we multiply these two together, you have to first check that the numbers in the middle are the same. So in this case, in the order of the matrix, so you've got 3 and 3, they're the same, they line up. So we can multiply these matrices. And the result of this matrix is going to be a 1 by 1 matrix. How do we know? Well, we've got the 1 by 1 left over. So overall, this answer is going to be really one number, but I'll have to expand the brackets here, just so we can fit everything in. So how this works, again, is we need to multiply the row with the column, right? So the corresponding row with the corresponding column. So we go from here first, A to D, B to E, C to F, and we add all of those together. So we have A times D plus B times E plus C times F. And I've got too much space here. Alright. And when you collect those like terms, that is one answer. So that will actually be a 1 by 1 matrix. So, really quick example. Let's see if we've got the matrix here. 1, 2, and 3. And on this side, we'll just have 1, -1, and 2. Alright? So again, we'll multiply first element in the first, the first row in the first column with the first element in the first row, first column, the other one, and then vice versa. So, I'm going to do this. Alright, that'll be 1 times 1 plus 2 times -1 plus 3 times 2. We collect all the like terms, meaning we just shorten all this out. So we've got 1 plus, so that's 1 times 1 is 1, plus, this is a negative times a positive, so this is now going to be a minus 2, again the positive and the minus makes it a minus, plus 3 times 2 gives you 6, and overall you get a 1 by 1 matrix because this is now going to be -1 plus 6 gives you +5. So there's your 1 by 1 result. Okay, I hope I haven't made any silly mistakes. Now let's do, I guess, a harder example. Alright, so what if we had, say, let's do a 2 by 3 matrix multiplied by a 3 by 1 matrix. Alright, let's try and do that. So we'll make this up first. So let's make up a 2 by 3 matrix. So we'll use some, I guess, some smaller numbers just to make it look nice and neat. So let's go for a 2, 1, -1. You know what? Let's keep this positive for now. So make it all nice and small. Right? I'm sorry, by 3. So this is 0. We'll make that one 0. Let's go 2 again. Right. So again, this is a 2 by 3 matrix. We'll keep everything positive for now. Make it simpler. And 1, 2, 3, let me think, 4, 1, and 2. Alright, so, okay, this is a 3 by 2 matrix on this side here, so we'll write this down. Now, do a quick check, can we multiply these two matrices together? The numbers of the order, right, 3 and 3, they're the same, tick box. Alright, and this will result in a 2 by 2 matrix. So your matrix here is going to be a 2 by 2. Alright, and put the answers together. So let's have a look at what we've got. Okay, so again, we're going to multiply first with row and column. So in the first position, in other words, the first row and first column, we're going to have an element that is the result of 2 times 1. So again, if we draw those lines, right, plus 1 times 2, and then plus 0 times 3, which of course is 0. So now, actually writing this down, I'll put brackets and everything. So for example here, I've got 2 times 1, the first arrow, plus 1 times 2, right, plus 0 times 3. Okay, so I'm going to need a lot of space here, so I might shift this over and zoom out a little bit. Okay, so that's that first corresponding box. Now, because this is 2 by 2, it means I've got something else here, and something else here. Alright, so again, 2 by 2. So let's go down. Or, you know what, let's go across. So there's something there. So now, this second phase is now, we need to now multiply that first row with this second column. Okay, so row to column. So again, I'm not going to draw these lines because it gets messy, but I'll roughly trace out and you see where my mouse is going. So I have 2 times 4 first. So again, 2 times 4 plus 1 times 1 plus 0 times 2. And again, I need more space. So rub that out. 0 and 2. Alright. And so on and so forth. So, you know, I'll work this out quickly. The other two elements in the second row here, we've got the row again, times by that element. So again, it's going to get really messy if I highlight everything again. So again, now I'm going to do these two. So again, the first element, second element, the second element, third is the third. So 1 times 1, 3 times 2, 2 times 3. Okay, so let's do this. So we've got 1 times 1, like so, plus 3 times 2, plus 2 times 3. I should make that a little bit neater. Okay. And then lastly, again, row with column. Now this time we're going to move on to this side, right? The 4, 1, 2 column. And so this will be 1 times 4 plus 3 times 1 plus 2 times 2. Okay. Now this is a 2 by 2 matrix because we still haven't collected all the like terms yet. So again, we're now going to write the next line. We'll try and collect some of those like terms. And we'll just make this shorter by putting everything together first. So that's going to be 2. So 2 times 1 is 2. 1 times 2 is 2. 0 times 3 is 0. So we can ignore that. That's 1, 6, 6, 8, 1, 0, 4, 3, and 4. So we're just multiplying everything together. Now let's just add them all up. So remember, these are just all, you know, we're just adding everything up here. Right, like that. These are all pluses. Okay, so we've got 2 plus 2 is 4, 8 plus 1 is 9, 1 plus 6, 7, plus 6 again, 13, 4 plus 3, 7, plus 4, 11. Right, so there's my 2 by 2 answer. Now if that seemed really long and tedious, well, that's why we have the graphics calculator. So let's show you one more time now. We'll use the same numbers, so should get the same answer. So we can check ourselves, we'll error check ourselves. Now this is the calculator that I had left off, and I'm going to go in here and hit F3 to get Mat VCT. If you don't see this menu, because you know someone's accidentally clicked, you know, this one or that one, well then just hit exit a couple of times to get back to this root menu. Again, this is in run mode. So in matrix run mode, execute, you go to, oops, we hit this button there. We go into this matrix menu. I'm just going to put in my matrices. So I'm going to put in a 2 by 3, and then put this in. So I'm going to put in 2, 1, 0, 1, 3, and 2. Alright, all good. Now hit exit. The second matrix is going to be a 3 by 2, so I might just go in here and edit this matrix because it already says 3 by 2. So I'm going here, I'm going to change these numbers. So I'm going to put a 1 in the first one, 4, 2, 1, 3, and 2. Alright, so this matrix now looks like this one here. Alright, so we can exit. Now I've stored my matrices as A and B. You've got to remember where you store them. Alright, and I have basically A times B, because that's what I've written here. So if I just, I guess, write this out, right, this is really matrix A times matrix B. Alright, now on the graphics calculator, let's do this, show you now, pop this back out. Alright, easy, we're going to do shift number 2 for matrix, because on the calculator to do a matrix operation, you've got to tell it that this is a matrix. Then we hit alpha A times matrix, again, shift number 2, alpha B. Execute 4, 9, 13, 11. Alright, so that's the answer there. So it's the same one as we had before. So use the calculator to check your answers. It's a lot easier, less tedious. You're less likely to make mistakes, right? Because if you do all this by hand, like all this stuff here by hand, right, chances are you might make a mistake, especially with negative numbers inside as well. So use the calculator to check your answers. Alright, that's all from me, but your instructions on DayMap will say we're going to do 14, what was it, 14C and D. And if you finish those, complete those, move on to also E as well. Alright, so these are just problems in context. We should finish matrices by this week and then continue on with networks, second half of the topic. Alright, catch you next lesson. Bye.